Hey everyone, it's 10 Types, and today I'm going to be playing some expanded format, which I have not done in quite a while on account of it being kind of bad, but it might not be bad anymore. It used to be a lot of ability lock decks and like combo decks that were kind of silly and not very fun, as well as like donk decks, which would just try to win turn one. That's why I kind of stopped. But there are some really cool decks like the deck I'm playing here, which is Mewtwo Mew, which copies various Pokemon, and we have a bunch of really cool ones to copy, as well as a very strong set of trainers and energy because it's expanded format. The main attackers I want to highlight are Mewtwo EX, which switches all damage, counters on both active Pokemon. So pretty much you can use it to heal yourself and like deal massive damage the first time you've been hit into. If they hit into you again, then you're just not going to do anything because you both have damage counters on you. But it can be really good. Mega Gengar lets us copy our opponent's attack. We have immunities to basics with Jolteon. We can item lock and special energy lock, which is admittedly a bit annoying, but we can do it. And we can do massive damage with Incineroar. And we can remove our weakness with Jirachi, which could be really good. And yeah, pretty much the deck's really fun. The big issue is that we rely heavily, obviously, on our ability on Mewtwo and Mew, which means that if our opponent plays ability lock cards, we're just not going to be able to do anything. Also, special energy lock is is bad too. We probably won't be able to do anything. And that will happen, possibly. Hopefully it doesn't, though. The reason, as I said, part of why I didn't like it was the ability lock, special energy lock type stuff. But hopefully don't run into that here. Also, this deck's a bit confusing to play, and the format's a bit confusing as well in general. My opponent won, so the choosing to go first, bit of an interesting play by my opponent. And we have a bad opening hand here, which is unfortunate. It's not the worst, though, so yeah, it is what it is. Going second, this is an okay going second hand. And we can get an attacker down, and we can use a supporter. They're playing Single Strike Urshifu, which is interesting. I wonder if this is just a standard list. Sometimes people do that in Expanded, which is kind of annoying because they're usually not super good, admittedly. But let's see. Battle Compressor. We can get rid of some attackers that we want to use and copy with Mewtwo Mew. Probably maybe Mega Gengar. Maybe Noivern, maybe Gengar and Mimikyu. Those are all probably fine. I think we prized Mewtwo EX, unfortunately, but it's not too bad. And let's see. They can one-shot us here. I don't know about next turn, but they can one-shot us at some point, which is scary. So, let's see. Do we have Vileplume is prized, unfortunately, which is a very good attacker. But, I guess we don't need Noivern. I'd rather attack with Greninja here, so I'll get that out of the deck. We're running low on time already, which is unfortunate. But, yeah, as I said, it's kind of complicated, and the turns are very long as well. We can grab our fancy Mewtwo Mew, and honestly, this art's really cool as well, with just the two of them. It's pretty fun. Okay, this hand's weird. I don't know if I like it or not. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to get Dedenne. We're going to grab an attacker that we want, which would be Noivern, and then we'll grab Dedenne GX. So we're going to lose these energies, but we can recover them with Roseanne's backup. So that's okay. I was grabbing Dedenne. So we can grab Dedenne. We need a switch card. We need a stadium. We need a bunch of things still, but we're getting there slowly. Ooh, a bit of lag as well. But hopefully we get the KO here. Let's see. We got the stadium, so that's one part of it. And I think we want to keep. Yeah, I'll get rid of Guzma here. And we can Crobat. I think we have Crobat in deck, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's there. So we can draw a lot of cards this turn. Also, we don't want to play Jirachi GX this matchup because then we'll remove the ability for us to hit them for weakness. Unfortunately, no switch there. We don't play a lot, but yeah, unfortunately we missed that. So we're not able to get the KO. Does Greninja? No, Greninja doesn't hit weakness anyway. I don't know why I thought it did, but it doesn't. It's fine though. Scroll of Scorn a bit scary. Excuse me. It does 10 for each damage counter on them, which is kind of annoying if I like hit into them and don't kill them, but they concede. Okay, yeah. So expand is weird. You'll hit games like that often where people just quit. I don't really know what's happening. Expanded looks like it hasn't gotten that much better. I got a Sylveon though, which I think is very good in expanded. So maybe I'll play Sylveon in expanded. But if it doesn't get better, I probably won't play expanded again. But the deck set up okay there. So it's an interesting deck. Let's see what my opponents got this game though, because there are a lot of really interesting things, and I'll choose to go second because I believe that's what you generally want to do in expanded. And a bit of a weird hand here. Let's start that Mewtwo EX though. We need a switch card again, which is unfortunate, but it's okay. They're saying, "Oh, okay." So this is Honchkrow. This is a deck that if they set up, they set up. Okay, I lose. So they just stop me from playing the game. So I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, I can't attach any energy. So pretty much, if you don't know what that deck does, it just stops your opponent from playing special energy stadiums. It might stop tools as well, and it also turns off abilities essentially. So pretty much we couldn't do anything that whole game. We couldn't use any attacks essentially, so we just lose. And that's another deck that kind of ruins expanded because it makes the format somewhat unplayable. But hopefully we don't hit that again. Oh, looks like they're playing a Lightning Dragon deck. So it's probably ADP Dragonite, if I had to guess, which was a good deck a little while ago. And it's still good. We'll go second here. It's quite a scary deck. It takes extra prizes, does massive damage. It's just a really strong deck all around. And we get an okay opening hand, but not that good. So yeah, this looks like ADP Dragonite. It uses Arceus, Stallion, Palkia to, what's it do? It takes extra prizes and accelerates energy. And it uses Dragonite V, which is just a strong attacker, to do big damage and one-shot anything. Not anything, but it'll one-shot Mewtwo and Mew if they set up. So that's scary. But I don't know how this match is going to go. They missed energy turn 1, but it doesn't matter too much. I'll get rid of these two, I think. And we probably just get ourselves like a Dedenne GX here, because this hand's pretty trash. So we could grab the Tapu Lele and then do N. I think that might be a little bit better, I guess. So we don't lose like all our energy in important cards. So that's okay. And we are able to get rid of their Floatstone, which could hurt them a lot, honestly, depending how things go. But yeah, Tapu Lele will get us, and so that's decent. I'm also going to drop Field Blower to get rid of the Floatstone, which gives them free retreat. We do need a Floatstone of our own, though. We played 2, so it's not crazy that that'll happen. But I'm not sure if I'd say it's likely either. But we can mess with their hand as well, which admittedly wasn't amazing. And speaking of not amazing, this hand's quite mediocre. Let's see. We play Mewtwo Mew. I don't think we played Jirachi here, though. So go ahead and Dedenne and draw some more cards. Obviously, we're drawing a ton of cards this turn. We could get it this turn, honestly. I'll attach here. I'll get rid of that Roseanne's backup because we don't need that yet. I'll grab Crobat, and we're just digging for that Floatstone. We can throw down this Mewtwo and Mew as well. Now, we don't have any bench space left to work with, and unfortunately, we did not get it. We'll Battle Compressor out some attackers, though. What do we want to get rid of? I think these 3 are probably the best. Yeah, and I think we pass now. I'm tempted to throw down the Dimension Valley, but my opponent's probably just going to bump it. and it could theoretically help them as well. So I'll just pass the turn over. I don't think it matters too much whether we throw it down or not. We play a lot, so we should be fine. But they got a decent hand as well, it looks like. And they're playing the Tag Call engine as well, which means they can use Melon to heal. And they can use Guzman Hala, which is really good because it just sets up the deck perfectly, essentially. You can get your energies and your Pokemon, and it's really good. You can just guarantee turn 1 attack with a Tag Call, so that's really good. Now what are they doing here? Or even just a Guzman Hala. So that's, I guess, what they're going to do. They're going to grab themselves a Float Stone. They're going to grab themselves the energy to use Altered Creation, which means for the rest of the game they do 30 more damage and take an extra prize card every time they take a KO, which is really scary. And Stadium, which will probably be Stormy Mountains. Okay, that's the main stadium they play. It allows them to get down Zera or ADP Dragonite, which will probably be what they get here. But I'm really nervous because we're going to struggle to get back into this game. It's not impossible by any means, but it's an uphill battle. So let's see what they're just going to Alter Creation here. So now there are a few options. One, we could theoretically also Alter Creation. Now we don't really want to do that because it's just kind of a weird play. We're just behind. So that's not super good. We could, I think the way we do this is actually we just try to wall them off with Flash Ray. So, I thought we had Fighting Fury Belt. That's not Fighting Fury Belt in our hand. But Flash Ray means we are immune to damage of basics. So that's really good. And I'm going to actually go ahead and gust them up here with Guzma. Yeah, we got both Guzmas in the discard. And I think I want to go for that play. Go ahead and gust probably that Dragonite to get it stuck in the active. It might start trying to hit through us with the Shred, but that's okay. It's not great, but it's not the end of the world either. And then at some point we just want to KO Dragonite. Now the issue is that they might just be able to KO two, what was I looking for? Flash Ray. They might just be able to KO two prizers, which are now 3 prizers, which is kind of weird to think about, and win that way. So they could just, if they have an Energy and Guzma, which they might have, then they're just going to be able to go ahead and take those out. So that's very scary, but I don't think we're not in a great spot because we missed the turn 1 attack, but I don't know. We put our opponent in a bit of a weird spot as well. They probably can't take the KO on our Mewtwo Mew at the very least. Muscle Band, annoying because now they hit 100 damage with Shred, which is just insane. But it's not going to KO us until for a few turns, so we're okay. Just not in a great spot. And we can grab the KO this next turn as well. So that's pretty nice. But then we're going to sacrifice a Pokemon or give up a prize after that. So ideally, we'd KO this ADP, I think. Yeah, so they're going to go for that Shred, which does 100, which is insane. That's just so much damage for an attack that hits through effects. No way to really heal. We could Miraculous Duo, I guess. I'm tempted to make that play, actually, which will heal us off completely and grab the KO. So maybe I'll do that. We could also go Darkest. Well, I was thinking we could Gust ADP Darkest Tornado, but we can't Gust now this turn, obviously. Let's see what else we have access to. We could do Star Shield, but that's just bad. So we won't do that. I think we just go ahead and Miraculous Duo here, which is interesting. Get rid of Quick Ball, I think. And so we grab the KO with Miraculous Duo, and we heal all this damage off, so that's decent. And we take the first prizes here as well, but we need to take 3 KOs, whereas my opponent only needs to take 2. And we hit Gengar EX as well. So that's really nice that we can copy their attacks. It would be really nice if we could copy Dragon Gale. It allows us to copy bench Pokemon attacks as well. Oh, wait, no, there it is. So we can copy Dragon Gale. But if they KO us this turn, which they could do with, if they have Tapu Koko, what's it called? Tapu Koko Prism Star, which they might play to accelerate Lightning Energy, they might be able to attack this turn. They're going to go for Guzman Hala. If they have a Lightning Energy in hand, there's a decent chance they have the KO here. So I don't know if they have the Lightning Energy in hand, though. I haven't seen something that's like signifies that they necessarily have that. But, oh, and they played Jirachi Prism Star as well, which allows them to take even more prizes and Trick Coin. Okay, I'm confused now. I don't really know what my opponent's doing. And they grabbed, what, Stormy Mountains, which obviously makes sense because it's really good. And that's our second Dimension Valley we're down. Not too bad, though. Stormy Mountains and Rainbow Energy, which is weird. Flying Pikachu? What? Okay, so that, I guess, gives them immunity, and that's their plan. It's kind of strange, but they're going to go ahead and Ultimate Ray us. And I guess accelerate to Dragonite here. No, to Flying Pikachu? Are they accelerating? Okay, accelerating all the energy to Flying Pikachu. No, they're not. Okay, so that's interesting. We could Gust this turn. And we also have access to just a lot of different attacks, so that's good. I'm wondering what the route is here, but I think it's actually... Let's see. We don't have anyone with Free Retreat, unfortunately. But we can go and damage change with Tapu Lele. So I'm going to stick the Float Stone on, I guess, the Mewtwo, which has the most health. Sorry, biggest retreat cost. Going to attach energy here. Then Versus Seeker up with Guzma, that Tapu Lele. So now we can use damage change to actually heal off our Mewtwo and Mew again, which is super good. I'm trying to think if that's the best attacker to gust, or Pokemon to gust up. And I think it is. We can either do that or Dedenne. And Tapu Lele is probably a better attacker. It doesn't matter too much, but go use damage change now and grab the KO. So now we're up, and they won't win next turn unless they do something like absurd, which I don't think they'll do. However, they can wall off us with the Flying Pikachu, and they can also KO us with Dragonite. So that's scary. However, we're not in a bad spot, and okay. So now we're in a. Do we win? I'm trying to think. Yeah, we do. Okay, so we win here now. That's really good. We have Dowsing Machine, which will just allow us to recover our Guzma. We can attach an energy and just do Vileplume GX, which attacks for 180 because we have no damage counters on us. So I'll get rid of Marnian Research, I guess. And yeah, this is kind of confusing, but we can gust up this, I guess, and we win. So yep, this is a weird game, but we win there. They took 4 prizes without one attack though, which is pretty insane. And we prized a bunch of attackers as well, but nothing crucial. If we had gotten off Northern GX and were able to ability lock them, that would have been really good there. Or not ability lock, special energy lock them. Sorry, there's a lot of different locks. We can't ability lock at all. But we'll special energy lock them. That could have been good, especially because they didn't play a lot of basic, I guess. We lose the coin flip this game, though. I hope this is an interesting deck. Obviously, there are a lot of not interesting decks. Ooh, and this is an awkward start, but it's not too bad. But they chose to go first, right? Yeah. So I'm a bit scared. And they're benching 3 Pokemon right off the bat. Oh, what? This is Gudra V-Star with Dialga V-Star. Okay, I don't really know. Actually, this looks interesting. I'm not sure why the Dialga is there. But Gudra can attack for... with Double Dragon is really good. So we're going to go and try to... I'm not exactly sure what we're going to try to do. I guess I'll start with Trainer's Mail. See our options. These options are pretty bad. I don't think I want any of those cards. So I will not get any of those. But I'm going to go ahead and grab the Mewtwo Mew. And so we can start getting someone ready to attack with. And honestly, this matchup's probably fine. I'm not too worried. It's going to be interesting. I'm not saying we like have it in the bag, but it's not like they're not just going to all of a sudden win the game. Like it could happen in certain matchups. So that's good. We can Dimension Valley as well. And we don't have any attackers yet, unfortunately. All right, well, we have Mewtwo EX, which is kind of bad. But if we got Northern GX in the discard, that would be pretty good here. But it's not like amazing. I'm kind of looking towards Gengar Mimikyu. We Marnium, which is probably fine. I don't know if the hand was good or not. And we can also Trainer's Mail, Ultra Ball, so that's cool. And hopefully we get some good stuff here. We got Dowsing Machine. I don't actually think we want that yet. So I'm going to... what's in our discard? Yeah, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and not grab those. And just grab Crobat, which is in our deck. Because we just saw it. And now we can actually draw a bunch of cards with Crobat. So that's really cool. Debatably, I could have gotten an attacker there. But then we would have been in a weird spot. Speaking of being in a weird spot, I don't know what we attack with here. I guess Jirachi GX. And we hope we survive the turn, which we probably will. So I'll lay that down to attack with. And it's nice having the basics to go and use as just throwing them down. You don't need to get them in the discard. And also it looks like the attack, like it did the attack failing animation, which is kind of strange. I'm not really sure why that happened. Oh, what? Bronzong? Why don't they play the other Bronzor, though? I feel like it's probably better, but who knows? Maybe it doesn't matter too much. But that means they're going to be able to heal like an insane amount. So I'm scared about what they're going to do here. And Crystal Cave as well. Very scary. And getting rid of Dimension Valley, also scary. And they got, what was that? They got 2 Metal Energies. So they can kind of just, they can Bronzong, they can theoretically move the energy off Bronzong onto Dialga, or off Gudra onto Dialga. But that's kind of bad because then it just gets discarded. So they don't want to do that. But this hand here, I'm not sure what attacker I want to use here, honestly. Let's see. Do we Marnie them? Their hand's kind of bad. I guess I could attach a special energy to the active. Get rid of that stadium as well. And I'm just gonna to Dene again. And now we played so many like cards onto our bench. They're kind of bad, which is scary, but maybe it's fine. And now they can just KO us next turn if we're not careful. So what I'm thinking we might want to do here is get rid of that first of all. And we can grab maybe this as an attacker, which is, it's cool. We'd really like to get another Pokemon in play, so if they gust us and KO a bench Pokemon, that'd be nice. But we could go... You go Crushing Punch and discard an energy. That's a bit risky. So I'm thinking we could just Darkest Tornado for the guaranteed KO and put them in an awkward spot. So I think we're going to go ahead and do that. That feels pretty good. And it does a lot. I'm not sure how much it does. It does 680 damage. So yeah, that attack is absolutely insane. Like it just does so much. But then it's our GX attack as well. So now we have a lot of damage on us and no other attackers we can set up, which is kind of bad. So maybe I shouldn't have played that to Dene, but I really didn't want to Marnie there either. Hard Charm as well. This is such a tanky deck, and there's the Bronzong to move energy, as I thought. There are some other good Bronzongs, but but that's all they have. So now I can go ahead and use Damage Swap, which is really good. And I'm not sure if I want to set up another Pokemon. I probably have to here, though, to be honest. I'll set up, I guess, this Mewtwo EX. It's not a great attacker, but there are worse as well. We're already down, I think, 2 energy as well, so we only have a few left in deck. Let's get some more attackers into the discard, though. Finish that off for now. We could play something like AZ to like return them to our hand, but obviously we don't. We don't want to recover any supporters now. So I'll go ahead and use a damage change to just heal us off again, which is really nice. Yeah, let me make sure I'm using the right attack. As I said, there's just so many. It's kind of funny. And now they're only taking 20 less. Oh, and this Dahlia V Star art is super cool. I remember it's the promo art. I don't know when it came out, but it looks so dope. Oh, Avery, let's go. Okay, so we can go ahead and get rid of those Denes. I might. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not sure what I want to get rid of exactly. It doesn't matter too much though. We get rid of those Denes though, and now we can actually recover them. So yeah, that was the right play. Actually, I don't know if it matters, but excuse me, I'm feeling a bit under the weather today. Melmetal VMAX, what? Okay, that's something. But yeah, they don't do a lot to us that turn, obviously. Oh, okay, and they concede. Okay, yeah. So I wonder if the deck list is open. It is. I want to check it out. They have ADP. They have Gudra. This is kind of cool, honestly. But I'm gonna try ADP Gudra. I think it looks like a cool deck. I don't think their build was super good of it though. They probably are missing some cards. They don't have a lot of expanded staples here, but who knows? Maybe their deck is good. But yeah, so that's expanded. Kind of messy, kind of silly, kind of toxic as well. So yeah, but if you want to play expanded, it looks okay right now. This deck is super fun, and I'll leave a link to the deck list down in the description. It's my favorite expanded deck of all time. I played Mad Party as well, which is kind of fun, but it's pretty brain dead and turbo-y and not fun. So Mewtwo Mew is so cool. There's the new Regidrago VMAX coming in the next set as well, which is really similar to it. It's not as interesting. It's not as versatile and stuff, but this expanded Mewtwo Mew is absolutely amazing. I'd highly recommend you try it out. And as always, if you enjoyed it, like and subscribe. If you have suggestions, leave them in the comments. And I'm excited to see all of you in the next video.